Good evening. Well, another exciting day. I try to avoid the news. so I even had to get rid of watching some of my favorite tarot predictors because I don't know about y'all, but I'm so sick and tired of sick and tired. Let's talk about something good tonight. And I talked to Jeffrey, and he's willing to do a regular monthly Saturday night with me. And I'm waiting to hear back from Mark. So that way, yeah, we do, Kendra. We definitely need change. The mental anguish that we're going through is similar to domestic violence in the fact that it's not physical, it's a mental issue that we're having. And it's affected um, from the constant not knowing from hour to hour, and it affects us mentally. And that's why all of us light workers are trying to spread as much light and joy as we can, because the way I understand it is the more that we all do positivity, then it all um, will help change the negativity. Hi, Julianne. Um, so that's why I say it feels like domestic violence all the time. Oh, I'm telling you, Kendra, that's why I had to, I want to know what's going on, but I've found that as soon as I start watching a news article, and if they're going to drum on and on and on, even the independent broadcasters, um, I don't want to hear all the gobbledygook. Give me the facts and get it over with. It's like when you have a boo boo, you rip the band aid off just to get it over with quick. And this is more like a slow torture of, this is like, I'm trying to think of that one TV show where they use mental, like Criminal Minds, where um, it's like Criminal Minds where they manipulate the victims all the time. And I feel like that's what's happening to our society right now, is that we're, yes, the Twilight Zone, and it feels like we are just all being brainwashed. It's so anyhow. So I haven't been watching the news. So if you guys, yeah, criminal profiling. It sounds like the 45's administration. Just about every one of them, isn't it? You know what? Yeah, Warrior Girl, it could be Stockholm Syndrome. I know that I've probably military people could probably tell us a lot about it, and anybody who has survived emotional abuse. Yeah, I don't, yeah, some people are becoming numb. I'm not really numb. I've had to withdraw because I feel too much, and I can't feel too much. Hey, have any of you guys watched that show? It's a movie. It's called Novocaine. I just watched it. That's his nickname on this for this movie. And he's a man who can't feel anything, so that he got the nickname Novocaine. Um, That was kind of cool, just taking the abuse to avoid confrontation. Yeah, yeah, because if you take the emotional, I'm reading you guys' notes. That's great. Yeah. Uh, yes. Well, some of you guys know some of my history, and so when I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, so I'm trying to choose my words easily, carefully. Um, oh, Novocaine, you started watching last night. It was one of those movies that I kind of like. Okay, I watched it. Do I feel like I wasted an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes of my time? No, not really. It was kind of cool. But would I watch it again? No. Not like Steel Magnolias. I've watched that I don't know how many times. Or Downton Abbey. I've watched that I don't know how many times. Um, yeah, I can't wait until Jeff comes on Saturday. We're going to do it every once on oh, God, Denise, speak. Um, we're going to connect once a month on Saturday nights because it's going to be free. It's going to be fun time. It's going to be like we did when he was with me. Was it last week? That was really fun. And then I'm going to waiting to hear from Mark. Stable and undiagnosed. Yeah, sounds like bipolar. Kendra, does that sound like? I had a sister that way. Then she had a social anxiety. She ended up passing away a few years back. Alone in a motel room and weighing over 350 pounds. I tried helping her. That was horrible when the state contacted me to let me know my sister had passed. Um, Anybody guys a weak stomach, you need to get off here now or pause me because I got chosen to be the one to go to her motel room where she had died and laid for a few days. And nobody bothered to clean anything up. So where she laid on the floor, you know what happens when the body dies. So I cleaned everything up that I could. I got as many of her personal belongings. I got about 3 huge garbage bags full of clothing and towels and everything. And I took it to the laundromat because it was from where she died, and so it had the smell of death on it. I got to get my book written, you guys. I really do. Um, so, needless to say, uh, I took care of everything. I gave away to agencies, and uh, I brought home and cleaned everything, and I'm sorry. Why am I in such a dark mood? I'm driving everybody away with my dark mood. So anyhow, that's how my sister went. This is her ring. She so I wear it. It's too big on me, but I put string around it to tighten it up. I wanted to take it to the jewelers to get it reduced. Yes, we were talking about doing shows together again, Jeff. Everybody's looking forward to it, and so am I. What you doing? Yeah, it is a beautiful ring, Kendra. You want to come on now? I'll take and send you a link, Jeff. We were kind of talking depressing crap. Oh, fascist. Yeah. I used to catch that once in a while, but like I was telling people, I had to cut back on the news. Oh my God, I was just it was too much. I'm waiting for a miracle. Miracle. So what's happening, everybody? Anybody tell me what's happening in your lives? Anything. Hmm. Yeah. That's why I take Sundays off, Jeff, is because that's the day I spend a lot on catching up or watching some of the shows that I've been watching for a long time. Huh. Oh, here we go. They are saying, let me see. They are saying that their regime wants to deport 20 million people, which is double the number of illegals Americans are legal. Oh my God, Jeff. It's I never ever in my life felt so threatened. I didn't even feel this threatened under Bush Cheney regime. I don't know how many of y'all are old enough to remember the Dick Cheney regime. They they had a big part of this project 2025 when they were in office. Yeah, they're already trying to eliminate autistic people. Kendra, Dick Cheney, I used to call him the Antichrist. It's on David Pack. I like David Packman. I watch him almost every day. I catch his news clips. I don't watch full news. I just catch clips because I'm looking for that obit. Huh. So it's David Packman post. Well, I'm reading his. It's a it's on a David Packman post in my community page. I mean, I was speaking to my mother about it. My mother and father were teaching in France in 1975, where I was born. So, also, you were born in France, but you're still American because your parents are American. Huh. Me too. I like him. Yes, Kendra, absolutely correct. Cheney did. I loved it when he went and seen that attorney after they were out bird hunting, and he got in the way of the birds, and he ended up in the hospital, and then he ended up having a heart attack while Mr. Cheney was visiting. It was just a coincidence, so it wasn't his fault, but it was kind of like it was Dick Cheney's bird that got in between the way. Yeah, I think that's what F-45 talks about when uh, when he talks about, well, you don't know about your politicians. They're no different than the Russian politicians. That's what F-45 always says about our politicians, that we're no different. Well, yeah, we're a little different, but not, I don't know. I'm just guessing right at this point. Oh, what is this? What did you say? Remember debating with my die-hard Republican parents back. I know that was such a crock. The Iraqi war. Then it all comes out after thousands lose their lives. People lose. I was one of the people who lost house during uh, Cheney and Bush administration. Then I get a letter after when Obama was in office from the bank apologizing and sending me a check for 68 or 86 cents or $1.86. It was some ridiculous amount for screwing me over and stealing my house after everybody lost their jobs and they lost their businesses and they lost their houses. And now we're going right back through that. I think that's what I feel the most, is because I'm actually reliving 2008, 9, and 10. I really think that's what's going on with me right now. And how many other people? Well, most of you guys are a lot younger than I am. I just, I don't know. You know what really sounds interesting? You know, living in a truck is not bad. I I did it for off and on for 23 years. Yeah, and that was under guess who? Mr. Bush, reading to the kindergartens and couldn't even bother to excuse himself to handle an emergency of our country at the time. Hi, Bora Bora. We're talking mostly right now, we're talking about survival of our beautiful life here in America. I don't want to go back. I left nothing back. I live in the present and the future. Really, I do. I live right now into the future. I guess that's why I believe so much um in spirituality versus Christianity. Christianity teaches fear. Um Especially this new one that they've got out that's run by the Heritage Foundation. What did they call that? I forget what it's called. Christian National Christians or something like that. That's the one that I tell you guys about my son, who I disagree with constantly regarding political opinions. Let's see, it's today's the 31st, May 31st, and it's 7:20. So that gives me 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that gives me 4 hours and 40 minutes to keep meditating for the removal of 45. I know it's heartbreaking. It's hard to have a family reunion or do anything. In fact, my grandson graduates this year, and to be honest, you guys, I'm not going. I'm just not. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting myself in an environment that is Ooh, just gives me chills. Oh, what's that? Jeff's who knows comment. Where's Jeff? Ice was great excuse. I know anymore. I just watch the news just to find out what the hell. I'm looking for his obits. To be honest, I just keep looking to hear that big uh, palace jet in the sky has been flying eastbound with the whole F-45 administration on board with no scheduled return back. That's my goal. Let me see. Are they planning their escape tonight? Are they let me see. Is 45 planning his escape tonight? Not that he may escape tonight, but is he planning his escape tonight? Because he knows the walls are closing in. They're not long, and he's gonna be. Let's see. Is he escaping tonight? Making his plans to escape tonight? Gelek, can you help me? Come on, Gelek, Kathy, Nancy, please help me. We need the truth and only the truth. Let's see. I don't like that. Where do I want to go? I want to go right here. I want to go there. 8 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands. And the outcome is the High Priestess. So we got our current situation, and are they planning to leave? The goal is near. Act fast. Fire, action, 8, high number. So there's a lot of action. Yeah, they're working on it. They're working on a plan. You know how their plans is like, oh, well, in 2 weeks. And then in 2 weeks, he goes, well, in 2 weeks. So we know that it's at least 2 weeks. Queen of Cups reversed. Oh, God. This is you gotta look at, I'm gonna read this as a sense of humor, as a comedian reading Donald Trump's future. Um, so the problems that he's facing, I'm gonna have to turn the light on. It's getting dark in here. I keep forgetting it gets darker here. It's unhealthy. He's emotionally depleted. That's what's holding him back. He can't think straight to escape. And then this is what he's got moving forward, is the 3 of Swords up. Oh, hurtful words. Donnie got hurt. His feelings got hurt, so he's going to leave. He didn't like to be called Taco Don. Oh, poor Taco Don. And how it's developing, only a 3 of Wands. So they're planning like it. Well, maybe it's going to be every 3 weeks, and then in 3 weeks. See, so 3 weeks would put the 3rd week of June, if that's the case. But it's making progress. They're making progress on their escape, and they're looking overseas. But as you know, everything F-45 touches turns to shit. So he got the High Priestess as the possible outcome for his. High Priestess reverse. He'll let it all out, just like he always does. If it was right side up, he could keep a secret. But since it's reversed, you know how he is. He tells on himself constantly. All right, you guys, who gave Elon a black eye? Cough it up. I want to know who gave Elon a black eye. Do you think it was X? or his ex? Or was it that guy in the White House that he had an argument with, I heard. Ugh. Elon looked high as, oh, I know it, Kendra. He was high as a kite. Let me go. All right, hold on, you guys. I got to turn the light on. I keep forgetting about this. Hi, Kiki. Oh, oh, oh. I'm back. What do you got? What'd you get, Carl? I got the military taking over temporarily. Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah, especially with all the stuff's coming out. Has any more of his cabinet members left? And Steve Miller's wife hanging with Elon, working for Elon now? That was interesting. Oh, you used to, okay, Carl, you used to get Kamala, now it's no. Okay, let me check. Let me check in with the cards, and then we'll talk to Gelek. All right, let's go. All right, positive. We need guidance. Who is replacing Felon 45 in the White House? Who is replacing 45 in the White House? I'm sorry, Kendra, I'm always changing timelines. I got you when I was younger. People used to accuse me of being a speed addict, and I never did drugs. I never even smoked pot or nothing. I was so naive and young. I'd drink a little beer, maybe a little wine, but that was it. Then I got older. Quantum jumping. Yeah, it feels like it. Oh, all right. I got to quit reading you guys' notes. I got to concentrate. This is why I like to have a guest, because when you have a guest, while they're entertaining, then I can concentrate. And then when I'm entertaining, they can concentrate. That's why Saturday nights I want to start filling up with partners. Okay. Well, Kamala, no. I'm just going to ask who's replacing Felon 45? 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 Come on, tell us. Show us. Okay, close. Right there, right? Come on. We need an answer. We need some peace of mind. We want to celebrate July 4th like we've never celebrated her before. Come on. We want to celebrate like it's never been celebrated before or like the first time. Two of Cups fell out, you guys. Two of Cups fell out. Let's see. We're going to use that as our starting point. Oh, I got another one fall out. I got to make sure I don't run over dog. Oh, I got another Cups. Let's see. Let me try this other way. I'm not feeling it. They don't want to tell me. Come on, tell me. We need to know. We need to know. We seriously need to know. We need to know who is replacing Felon 45. Who's replacing Felon 45? Who's replacing Felon 45? Ten of Swords reverse came up. So far, we got the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and they're all reversed so far. Oh, come on. Oh, now I got two more, so that's all I need. All right. Ow, ow. Let me see. Who's replacing 45? Who's replacing 45? Okay, I'm going to put my camera down. There we go. Okay. So these three cards fell out. This one fell, this one fell, this one fell, and they all fell reversed. And then this one fell and this one fell, and they're reversed. Can anybody tell me what it means when all of your cards turn up reverse? I've never had that happen. Okay. Who's replacing Felon 45? So this is what is crossing us. So this is relationship imbalance tension. So regarding Felon 45's administration right now, it's in the Two of Cups reverse, and it's also a medical card because here's the medical emblem. Relationship imbalance tension code. I think it has to do with his health right now. And then the Four of Cups came up into what'll be getting in his way. He's too self-absorbed. Really? Is that what you get out of this? Four of Cups reversed. Do any of you guys ever get the idea that Donald Trump really regrets that they stole the election and that he, for entertainment purposes only, that he regrets it and he's really bored and he really doesn't want to be doing what he's doing, but he did it to stay out of jail? Does anybody else feel that about it? That's what I'm thinking here. He's been offered the Four of Cups, which cups, everything's filling out on him. And then the Ten of Swords came up reversed. Oh. I think he's bored with the White House and he's done all the destruction to save his tail. Now he's just doing destruction for fun. And that he's ready to take off and ride off in the sun. I don't think he's staying, you guys. I don't know. I could be I hope I'm not wrong, but I got a feeling I'm totally wrong because too many other people say it's fall time. But then we get an emotional bully. I'm going to have to extend this reading, you guys, because it finished on a major arcana. And this is Donald Trump, King of Cups reversed. He's cynical, blames others. And the outcome on this was the hangman upside down, blaming everybody else for his downfall, his bullshit. So okay, so let's finish with a Celtic spread. Okay. Come on, number 6. Come on. Who's replacing Humpty Dumpty? Who's replacing F45? Who's replacing F45? We need an answer tonight. We want an answer. We need one. We need an answer. All right, Page of Swords is it's card 6, which is, if it continues, we're going to end up with message sharp. So it could be somebody with fresh thinking, new ideas, something better than what we've had. for the last, what, 120 days? It feels like 120 years. Oh, crap. Why did cards keep falling out? Let me see. Let me see. It fell out, and I don't know if I want it. I'm going to put it back in because I don't know if it was upside down. Tired of juggling, unmanageable, need to focus. Maybe I should keep this one. This is what our fears are. We're fearing this. We're tired of one thing after another. It's just yeah, this is what it feels like. Okay, let's see what other people's opinions are. Let's see what other people's opinions. Well, we the world, right? The High Priestess. This is what other people's feel about our situation. Let's trust our inner voice. The High Priest. I think they're just praying for us and themselves because this is a world matter. Then we got the Three of Wands reversed again. Da, 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 da. This is our hopes and dreams. I still ain't got an answer on who's going to take over. Maybe you're right. Then it's Lovers reversed. Not accepting responsibilities. When you're reversed like this, you're not. That sounds like Trumpy. Okay, come on. Let me shuffle. Come on. Why won't you give us an answer? We need an answer. Come on, talk to us. Please talk to us. Right here. Okay, let's see. Queen of Cups. Reversed, though. Depleted. Emotionally depleted. I don't think it's Kamala. I think, Carl, I think you're right. I think it's going to be military is going to come in, and we're not. I don't know how that works. We've never had to do that before in my lifetime, or I've ever read in history. So I think you're right. What a crazy, crazy couple years. I wonder when we die if we can ask for an extension of 10 years because it was wasted by greed and corruption. Would you say? I wasn't crazy about the way it was handled and Kamala was pushed. I don't like it was pushed on us. Yeah, I don't like it was handled either. And Joe pushed her on us. I don't know. That whole thing was weird. He should have. I don't know. I keep hearing from others. What are you eating, Matilda? My dog's down here chomping away on something. But I don't eat in here, so. So Biden was the only one to beat his soil. Oh. My neighbors are too, but they always voted Democrat, except many years ago when Bernie was younger. But I think now even diehard Republicans and the Democrats, the old regime, is going to have to just all step down. We've had enough. What is this? Tell us in July about my dropping out. Yes. After when they screwed up was after he had that shell shocked look when Trump was standing there lying constantly. and he was just standing there lying, and Joe Biden was looking at him, and then we find out later that he had just gotten back from some other shit trip he was on, and he had COVID, and Jesus. That's what they get for covering, not being honest. We could have had a chance. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. The more I know, the less I know. The older I get, the less I find out I really didn't know anything anyway. But I do know that tomorrow will be here. Today is going to be a peaceful evening for all of us. And that I went to the store today and read cards, but nobody showed up. So I just listened to what do you call it? I don't know. Meditation music on YouTube. That's what I do when I go there and I don't get any customers. I want to have appointments when I go in. Then there's other days I read one after another. So Spirit's just telling me, come on, you guys, give me something. What else is happening in the world? How about South Korea, North Korea, Russia? He was feeling the same thing. It faced with a psychic vampire, and there was no cover up, Denise. Yeah, yeah, and he's still 10 times better, even with cancer. He's still 10 times better. I gotta watch out on my dog. She's gone again. Jeez, keeping up with her. I agree, Carl. He's even better now than 45. Feeling down tonight. I'm not happy. Well, I'm happy, but I'm not excited. Nothing exciting's happened today for me, except you guys showing up. What's that? I know what I need. I need a vape. This tastes like paper. Ah, I know. Let's talk to Gelek. These are like yes and no questions. Yeah. Is Diddy going down? I saw some. Let's ask Gelek, are you here? Would you like to answer questions? He says yes and yes. Okay. You can stop. Thank you, Gelek. Is is Sean Diddy gonna go? Is he going to be charged and arrested and jailed? All right. Will he be in prison for his criminal activities? Will it be in 2025? Will it be before Christmas? Will it be before Thanksgiving 2025? Will it be before Halloween 2025? Okay, so it'll be in 2025 he will be charged and jailed. Yes. Okay, stop. Thank you, Gelek. Um Is Donald Trump going to give Diddy a pardon? Is he going to sell him a pardon? He says no. Diddy's going to prison, charged going to prison, and yeah, reality heart attack. Yeah, it is, and I think Trump is just, it's too much. I can't, you know what, you guys? I know what it is for me. I have just the dog and the cat. And my house is no bigger than like 700 square feet. It's just a one bedroom. It's just perfect for me. And my yard isn't really big. It's a city size. And I just have a shed, and I have a it's like a workshop attached to the back of the house, but it's not insulated. But it's just the perfect size for me. I don't know why I went on that at the night price with it. What's that, Carl? At the right price with that ghoul. Oh, yeah. Well, I asked that, Carl. I did ask Gelek if he would buy one, and he said no. That's when he reversed. He did it all on his own. There should be okay. Will Putin be gone in 2025? Gelek, will Putin, president of Russia, be gone in 2025? Big yes. Will Putin be removed by the summer of 2025? Will it be June of 2020? Okay, stop, so we can start from a dead stop, Gelek. Okay. All right. Will he be removed in June of 2025? Will Putin be removed? Maybe. Will he be removed in July of 2025? Maybe. Will he be removed in August of 2025? He's saying yes, but it's not a big yes. Um, who's going to be removed first? Donald Trump? Will Don Trump, felon 45, be removed from the political office before Putin? Yes. This is Kitty and her cough. What are you doing, kitty kitty? So Putin in August and Trump before then. I just, for some reason, hey Carl, I just asked Gelek, can you read my mind? And he said no. Gelek, are you fibbing? No. Can you read my mind? Yes, I knew you could. Um, we need help. What else is really good question right now? Like Stephen Miller. I want to know where in the hell. Oh, I gotta quit swearing, you guys. I'm gonna have to start a coin thing. Is Stephen Miller, all right. The question is Stephen Miller going to be fired out of the White House? Is Stephen Miller going to be fired from the White House? Okay, thank you. You can stop. So is Stephen Miller going to go to jail? Is Stephen Miller going to be charged and go to jail? Is Stephen Miller going to go to jail? He says maybe about Stephen Miller. That's not right. What's this? My guides can read. Don't read my mind. Well, that's what I did with him, and he was like, "Yes, he can read my mind. I know he can read my mind because I'll be reading you guys' question in my head, and he's answering it before I can even get it out." Silly spirits. Are you silly? Yes, he says. Yes, he's silly. Okay. Let's see. What else? Is Steve Bannon a supporter of Donald Trump's? Is Steve Bannon a supporter of Donald Trump's? It's going around in a circle. Got to ask it. All right. Is How would I imagine my pendulum moving without uttering a word that but thinking the question? Well, that's what I do, and but it doesn't work so well when I'm reading for you guys because then um you guys don't know. If I'm just doing it for myself, it works. But right now, I want to know is Steve Bannon giving out leaks? Is Steve Bannon? No, Steve Bannon's not giving out leaks. Okay, stop. Is Steve Miller leaking information? No. Is Elon Musk leaking information? Is Elon Musk leaking information? No. Is Donald Trump leaking information? Is Donald Trump leaking information? Let me hold it up. So far, he's been saying no with everybody else, but is Donald Trump leaking information? And it's swinging yes. Is Don Jr. going to go to prison? Is Don Jr. going to go to prison? Is Don Trump Jr. to specify, is Donald Trump Jr. going to go to prison for drugs? Is he going to go to prison for drugs? Huh. Okay, interesting. Will Eric Trump end up turning on his family? Will Eric Trump end up turning on his family? Says no. Said, well, it's just going around in a circle. Is Eric Trump going to turn on his brother in legal cases? Is Eric Trump going to? Yes. When I ask that question, he says yes. Will he turn on his father? Will he turn on his father? He says yes. Is his wife involved also? Is Laura Trump also involved? Yes. Is Ivanka? And it started swinging before I could get the question even asked. Is Ivanka going to flip on her family and her husband? Okay, she's going to flip on her family. But is she going to flip on her husband also? Is Ivanka going to flip on her husband? Yep, Ivanka's going to flip on everybody. With Barron, um, let's see, what would happen? Let's how are we going to ask this question? Let me think about it. Um, is Barron Trump involved in the Trump family and White House business? Is okay, that's not a way to ask. Is Barron Trump involved in his father's crypto business? Is I need to get rid of that. Um, no. Is has Barron done any corruption in the Bitcoins yet? Yes. Will he get caught by the law, by the courts? Will he get caught? No, it's a little no. I got a feeling that the family might. Would you say Barron hasn't anything terminal in terms of corruption yet? Well, that we know of. Yeah, it's it was his idea. He brought it to his father, is what his father said. Now, if that could be the truth, I don't know or not. But he was saying that Barron was the one that brought it to his attention. And he probably didn't believe him. And then he researched, or somebody else told him, oh, yeah, Bitcoin. Let's get rid of the American dollar and turn everything into Bitcoins. No. Yeah. Well, Trump's got a Trump's got a lot of experience about covering his tracks. He just throws everybody underneath the train. That's how he does it. Can you believe how people, whatever, the man, I mean, what was that, what was that, the Pied Piper? When we were, there used to be a thing about the Pied Piper. That's like Trump. He's like the Pied Piper. He must, I don't know how people follow him. I've never met him, so I don't know what it is, but I know my Trumpers sure do seem to love his ass. Well, not his ass. They love his face. They love his bullshit. No, he never takes accountability. Oh, what else is going on in the world? Yeah, I want to know. Let's see. Are we going to get our $5,000 Doge checks? Will Will we ever get our $5,000 Doge checks? No, what do you mean no, Gelek? Why aren't we going to get our 5,000 and more? I say it the bigger he's swinging. Okay. Well, Gelek, are we going to get our $1,800 Doge checks? He's not even answering. He's like, don't even ask me that stupid question. Go ahead. What's your weird question, Julianne? Probably, Carl. All we got to do is ask him. So, what's your weird question, Julianne? And then Carl, tell me who you want to talk to. Mhm. Yeah, Jeffrey, come back. Can't believe it's 8 o'clock already, you guys. Can Gellick chat with any of my guys? Oh, All right. When you get back to me, Julianne, what tell me what your question. I have one weird question as usual. That's fine. Can Gelek chat with any of my guides other than Elvis and Woody? I don't even have to ask him. I know he can. What's I used? Oh, program between. Wow. Um. Okay. Gelek, Julianne Guthrie would like to know if she was used as a government project. He's answering no, and I haven't. I'll finish reading the question. So, okay. Um, she wants. He was answering it before I could even. Was I used in a government program between 6 and 8 years old, and did it have to do with time travel? He's saying no. I don't know if you can see that. He's saying no. And then Carl wants to know. Carl wants to know, Gelly, can you talk to any of his guides other than Elvis and Woody? He's not moving. He's just, it's not yes, it's not no, it's not even a, it's just not. Carl Hess wants to know, Gellick, can you talk to any of his guides other than Elvis and Woody? He said no. Now all of a sudden he's saying no. I don't know if you can see that. That's weird. Okay, Gellick. That's all right. It's your choice. You can do what you want. I'm just thankful you're here with me. Yeah. Did you talk to him a lot today? Oh, I got to hit my cigarette if you guys want me to stay out here. I'm good for about an hour, and I don't feel like chewing nicotine gum. I've had a rough day. My light yard looks great. Looks really awesome, actually. Oh, I don't like laying this down. I shouldn't do that. Julianne, you got any more questions? What else you want to ask? Jeff, you got any questions? Or did you go? Wee. Okay, I see your question now, Julianne. You guys have to mark them better because I don't see them that fast. You should see our screens. We got so much crap up on these screens, it's unbelievable. I should do a screenshot so you can see what we have to look at. Um, Julianne wants to know if her family, if she was used for government experimentation at the age of 6 and 8. He's not moving by now. He would have been swinging. Gellik, was was Julianne used for experimentation at all in her life? Was Julianne used for experimentation at all in her life? No, I don't think so. He it's just he's not saying anything. I don't know what's going on. Gellik, maybe he's tired. Without the time travel. Like, okay, I did it. So sorry, I was saying that. No, it was. Oh, the other question? was like when you were 6 or 8 with the time travel, and he said no. And then just now, I just asked it again. Same question without the, and I did. Actually, you should take a screenshot. You should see how much crap we got to look at all the time. It's like I've always wondered if there was a way I could just enlarge my picture, and just have the chat once I get rid of all this other garbage. But it's not. We just was the spirits don't get tired, just frustrated, like with me for not listening. Oh, well, I listened to Gelek. He gave me some really sound advice one day, and it was that must the cat's hissing at somebody outside. That must have been when he just went stopped, and he didn't go no or yes. That one question I asked was I used in what is MK Ultra, MK Ultra between 6 and 8 years old. He said something else. I can't remember everything. Actually, I have to go back through these videos, you guys, and there's stuff I don't even remember I've seen. I Oh, she sees a robin out in the yard. Was I used in MK Ultra between 6 and 8 years old? And he's saying yes. Huh. That's a good point. Ah, I lost my pendulum. Ah, I super glued this latch closed because last time I was on show my heart fell out. Huh. Do you know what is the MK Ultra? What is that, Julianne? I have to go get blood work for my cholesterol. Tomorrow's my day off. I'm tired, you guys. I'm not used to working this much. I have to work 6 hours a week. Oh my God. I know that's why I keep asking her what it is. What is MK Ultra? Oh, hi Jane. Welcome to the chat. Is that what it is? Let me come to that next, Julianne. Let me see. Hi Jane. Make sure you subscribe. Thumbs up. Ring my bell. Okay. So your house is up for Gelek. Jane would like a question answered for her about her house selling. Um, Let me go back to the question. There we go. Jane Lemire would like to know, is her house going to sell in the summer? Will her house sell in the summer of 2025? Okay, Gelek. I'm sorry. Gelek, are you here? I don't think Gelek wants to talk to us. We might have hurt his feelings, or I'm holding the pendulum wrong. Now, there we go. I was restricting it, holding it the other way. Okay. Jane Lemire would like to know, is her house going to sell in the summer of 2025? Okay, thank you, Gelek. Okay, will it sell in June of 2025? Thank you, Gelek. Will it be the first week of 2025, of June 2025, in the first week? Otherwise, this coming week. Yes. Will it be a solid offer on her house? Thank you. Will it close within 6 months? Thank you, Gelek. Jane, he's saying the first week of June, and Gelek is my guide. So hopefully, gotta go back up here. Okay, here we go. Did Brian use me to do remote viewing? Okay, let me. Well, I found out one thing about Gelek, you guys. He doesn't like me to wrap this around my finger like this. That's when he'll stay totally still. Because watch. Did the MK Ultra program use me to do remote viewing? See, he won't move. Now, if I do it like this, I guess because it gives him total freedom. I gotta put the camera down. I can't raise my arm that high, you guys. Julianne would like to know, did the MK Ultra program use her to do remote viewing, Gelek? Gelek, did they use her for remote viewing? Yes, Julianne. Is that what they did? That's like I have to go back through my videos. You're welcome, Jane. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it, girl. Thanks for joining Gelek and I. We're having fun. I love you, Gelek. I love watching him on TV. Huh. Julianne, could those be past lives? I was watching a thing today on about past lives. That spirit, you know how you get that premonition? You guys gotta remind me to put my I gotta get 2 cameras. I like technology, but not too much. Anyway, I was watching this show today and it was really cool. I remote viewed the past. Yes, that is me. And it was saying that, like, what I refer to as like deja vu, I have all the time. I've always had it. And the other thing is, like, you always felt like you lived in another time. That means that you really did. I mean, that was one of our past lives. Oh, you did? You did. I've never done that. I would like to, because I got a feeling I can see myself walking behind this wagon in the wagon train heading west, and I could see myself living in Ireland. I don't know, it just feels, and I think at one time or another I lived on the East Coast. Maybe that was, back in like 1800s, it was horse and buggies. They had cars, but it was still horse and buggies and cars and women in long dresses. Yeah, wow. I think I would like to do my past life. Would you say? I could do this and was doing it without consciously understanding. This is a great key session with a client. Could automatically see. Oh, wow. See, I see visions. I haven't tapped into all my abilities because early on through Allie and some of the other people who do the more in-depth stuff like that is when they talked to Gelek, Gelek said for me to do it slow. He told me not to overlearn because I have a tendency to overlearn, which, yeah, I guess he knows me. Yeah, really, probably. This is more than it was like I used the language used to spy VIA remote viewing. You should have your own show. Yeah, Julianne, you can come on with any of us readers if you feel like it. But if you don't want your identity out there either, this is not the place to be. It's a good place, man. Oh, you had spiritual chemi energy. Oh, okay, that's kind of cute. Spiritual chemi energy. Huh. Warrior girl, and must be just lurking, Kendra. You just lurking. Lurky, lurky, lurky. That's what I'd like to do is lurky, lurky. Did I miss any questions, you guys? Kitty, kitty, what do you want? Here comes kitty, kitty. Kiss your head. You like your head kiss. I can't see. Kitty, kitty, your tail's in the way. People can understand me speaking my first language, English. All right, kitty, kitty. Huh. Maybe you can have an AI voice. Part of my outro is done in AI voice. I didn't record that. Can't see your channel, Julia. Huh. I don't know. Let's see. She had her own channel. There we go. We'll have to go to Julianne's and harass her now. She can. I'll come over there and you can psych my brain. Oh well, you guys, I've been on here an hour and a half, haven't I? Something like that. I don't know. There's a timer. Oh, it's only an hour and 21. I'll be over there, Julianne. As soon as I get off here. Okay, it's still there. Oh. Or you can book with me on here on a Saturday night, Julianne, or any day, Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, or Fridays. Oh, yeah. That's kind of cool. I'm an artist too. I just don't, I don't, I'm an artist, but I don't find as much pleasure in it as I do writing. But then again, oh, you're welcome, Julianne. Gelek says, thank you, Gelek. See that? He says yes. Oh, my cat's laying on my silk reading table. She's adorable. Look at her, lay there with my cards and my stones. I think she puts positive vibrations in my stuff. Is that true? I don't know about animals. I know they're familiars. How do you like my outfit today? My shirt and black pants. It's starting to get summer up here. It was almost 70 degrees. Why in the hell I live up here, I don't know. What are you doing? All right. Okay, I'm going to subscribe too. Bye. Love y'all. See you next time. Have a great Sunday. And Julianne, I don't know what part of the world you're in. Where are you? Oh, you're in California. Okay. So have a great Sunday, everybody. Bye. Oh, thank you for the. I know I like color. I like color a lot. All right. Bye.
Subscribe, it's free. Highlight the bell to get notifications and thumbs up. Make comments on replay. I want you to have love, light, and laughter in your life every day. Because if you love and shine light on it, it brings laughter into your life.